Milling is the process of taking a hard substance and grinding it down to a powder. The most common example of that is taking cereal grain and milling it for the purpose of making it into flour. The reason people started to mill was to make the grain of cereal more palatable.
It's very difficult to find the exact time when milling started. For thousands of years, cultures around the world would have used two stones to grind grain for some form of flour. Throughout history, there have been several different ways which people milled. In ancient times, milling was done between two stones. These became quernstones, in which two stones are turned against each other using a wooden handle. To make this more efficient, man began to use horses to turn the stones. Before long, wind and water power was being harnessed to run windmills and watermills.
There's evidence of watermills in the 3rd century BC, and the technology spread quite quickly around the world. Commercial mills were used in Roman Britain, and by the time of Doomsday, in the late 11th century, there were more than 6,000 watermills in the middle part and southern areas of England. There is evidence to show that water wheels were horizontal, like a roulette wheel, and the water would cascade off the side and turn it on its side that way. By the 16th century, water power was the most important source of motive power in Britain and Europe, and the number of watermills probably peaked at more than 20,000 by the 19th century.
There are three main types of watermill, depending on their wheel. With an overshot wheel, the water goes over the wheel. With an undershot wheel, the water goes under the wheel. With a breast-shot wheel, the water hits the central part. There is also a rarer type called a pitch shot. The water goes over the top of the wheel, forcing the water at an angle.
The benefit of using water over other methods is that you've got a constant source.
Water comes usually from a mill pond and is controlled by a sluice gate. This is fed through the water wheel.
The water wheel spins through the rate of the water that's going through it, either over it or under it, and through the middle of the water wheel is a shaft known as a tree, which is connected to a series of gears which then turn the two stones.
Milling started to decline following the Industrial Revolution. Roller mills were invented towards the end of the 19th century, which were much more efficient. Today, watermills usually run as visitor attractions and as a way of preserving heritage.